Welcome back to another video, and today to take a look at a device that promises to help us and sleep faster and more relaxed. It's the Ottoman Cocoon Pro. Link down below so that you can check out all the boring specifications, prices and whatnot. But besides the functions that we can do right over here, we will also take a look at the app, which probably you are seeing on screen right now, because we can customize the device to be fully automated so that we don't need to spend time pressing buttons, especially if we want to create a few routines. Those that already use a phone to listen to this kind of sounds to relax and to fall asleep will be the prime audience for this kind of device, which will make total sense to use it instead of using your phone, which brings more stimulus to you. And I've been playing around with it. It's so easy to use, so let's get started. Now, inside the package we will find, in this particular case, the Cocoon Pro, and we will also find a power adapter and a quick user guide. Now, the quick user guide, we will be able to install the app and have this setup ready in about 2 minutes or so. Now, there's one sound that I want to share with you, and that's why I have it right over here, which is this one. And I want you to compare with this one. So I've lived all my life near the sea, which I still do, and this audio is really similar to the reality. And this is one of those sounds, regardless if I need one device to sleep or not, that really relaxes me. We have 3 buttons here that are these right over here, which are the ones that we can change sounds. Now, if I change here, we can also see on the app, for example, attic fan, there's also AC fan, and we can customize all this. I will share that with you in just a few moments. At this moment, brown noise, deep white noise, and loud fan, and so on. If I press the other one, which has this cloud here, then we will go to night ocean, we will go to babbling brook, and there's also the cricket chorus and birding warblers. There are a lot. And then finally we also have a button here for if we want to program a few of these more relaxing sounds, we can do that, and we can do a lot more. Now, next we have a button which is the turn off button, and then we also have this button here, which we can, it has to be on. We can customize the RGB right over here. We can also customize on the app, I'll show you where. And then we have the volume up and the volume down. And then we also have a button here which we can program playing a certain sound for 45 minutes, 90 minutes or 8 hours. And then on the middle we have a button which is the routine. I will share with you in the app, which is a lot easier to understand. And then here at the bottom we have a button which we only need to pair this with the phone. Talking about pairing, I can use it as a normal speaker by Bluetooth. So if I want to play Spotify here or any other service, I can do it as well. Let's turn it off for now and let's look at the app, because mainly we can use it as it is, and it has a nice clock here at the front as well. So nice to put it near the bed. Now, if I select here the Cocoon Pro, which we can add more devices, by the way. If we select here, we have the routines. So let's say that I want to program a routine, which is the button here on the middle. If I press it, it will start my routine. And let's say that I don't want yoga session, or I want yoga session after something else. So if I want to start the day with a meditation, I can enable it on, and then I can just select here and I can put it on the top, for example, and the yoga session before. Or I can do a breathe and relaxing before the yoga session, and like this, great, and then at the end sleep all night. So at this moment, if I go out, you can see that the order of my routine just has changed. Now, besides changing the order, I can also change the sounds that are right over here. Instead of putting this drum serenity, I can select anything else. So rain all night, for example, I can select it here and select. And if I want to change the light mood, I can also change with the library, which has a lot of presets right over here. Or we can go here and select the customization, and we can just come here and go and breathe. For example, it will start breathing with the red light. And if I save, I've got in this particular moment on my routine completely changed. So we can change our routine for 15 minutes of that, 10 minutes of this, and another 10 minutes of that, or unlimited like we have here, sleep all night. So this is the routine, and if I press the button here, you can see that it did start my routine. We can see it here on the app, is easier, and if I press it once again, it will jump to the next one. So it's on breathe and relax, and if I press once again, it will go to the yoga session and next to the sleep all night. Now if I want to stop, I can press the button here and stop, or I could press the button and turn it off. So at this moment, no routine and no sounds at all. Now, if we want to do some scheduling, we can also do that. And if I press one of the schedules that it's enabled, I can change the name, I can change the sounds that I want. So for example, I had piano, which is not my thing. Let's press this one here. I can preview. Okay, rain, this is nice. I'm going to save it. And then I can select the light like we did. I can select the volume right over here, so if I want to put it lower so that you can hear me a little bit better, I can select the lightning mode, which is blue and breathing, and I can select I want to start at 7 o'clock and finish at 7:30 weekdays, or do I want every single day? So let's put every single day, and there we go. We have scheduled this sound to start and finish at those days, and we can do the schedules that we want with the sounds that we want. This is very useful for those that have real routines and usually sleep by this time and wake up by this time. So this will be great. You don't even need to touch your phone, you don't need to touch the Hot Moon Cocoon Pro. Everything will be automated, but if you go earlier, you can always press the button and it will start your routine. So this is really, really cool. So let's press the finish, or we can press here and turn it off. Now, if we go to my sounds, these are the sounds that are preset right now on the speaker, but we can change those sounds. So for example, if I press the brown noise or the mellow fan, or if I go to the environment here and say night ocean, I love this sound, or I can go to crackling fires. So these are the sounds that are preset. So if I press every single button of this one right over here, it will cycle through. But if I want to change, for example, this one, I want to replace the audio, I can come here and I can go to torrent rain, select it, and okay, this is a lighter rain, so I want this one, and if I press save, at this moment I've got light rain instead of the other name that I don't recall. So I can change the sounds individually, and there are 361 sounds available here to put on our library. Now, besides replacing sound, I can replace the whole album. So if I press replace album, we have 5 albums here for sleep and 5 albums here for relax. And if I take a look at unwind, this doesn't seem bad at all. Birds and nature. Okay, let's press save. And if I go back right now, instead of having that set of sounds, at this moment I've got this one, which is called unwind. So I still have the night ocean here. Birds, what a sight. So there are a lot of customizations that we can do right over here, which are awesome. And if we take a look at the library, we have the 360 sounds that I talked, 361, which we can play around, and they are separated by category. So if I want to go to thunder, I can just come here and I can send it directly here, or I can preset like we did before. If I go to snow, in snow, wind with probably snow, but there are a lot. We can go to nature, water right over here. Okay, this one, I love water, but this one, I'm not sure if I... No, I couldn't sleep with this one either. This one maybe, but these, I could fall asleep. I wouldn't need to wait for the evening. These are really cool as well, the brainwave sounds. These, if I schedule a sound for a certain time, this can actually act as an alarm, which is cool. And in that particular case, this makes total sense, yeah, or something, something like this. I don't know, something. Okay, this one is more relaxing. I believe that for someone that it's already using any kind of device to have a certain amount of sounds to help improve the sleep quality and even to sleep faster, then this will make total sense. If that's your case, hopefully this video was helpful to decide if this is the device for you or not. And if it was, don't forget the usual thumbs up right over there, which is really appreciated on this side of the screen. My name is Roberto Jorge, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.